Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, episode 53, audio only. So if you're just listening, you're not missing out. Had Kayla Turner today. We'll talk about John Cena and therapy and Peepaws and Meemaws and Regerts and talk about it all. So you just have to, listen in. This intro is being recorded day after Thanksgiving, so happy thank, merry thank. Should I take out the studio? I guess it doesn't matter if you're listening, but Christmas lights maybe. I don't know. PSA announcement: make sure you're drinking water. Okay, we don't want anybody dying on their I don't know, whatever it is you do. Let's just get into the episode. Kayla Turner.
Oh, God.
Okay, Reddit?
Reddit. Okay, we'll start with
Reddit.
that. So, it's a deep, deep, dark wormhole.
Black hole.
Have you,
do you want some water?
I'm okay.
Okay,
I
well,
have
I'm
my Starbies.
gonna get me some water.
Get you some water.
Okay, so what?
Am I allowed to cuss? Is that my... Okay, because that's going to be a deal breaker. I'm
Heck
going to have
yeah.
to walk out. All right, sick. Because you remember government, econ.
Government. What do you mean? What?
I wouldn't stop cussing.
Oh. We'll get to that. Maybe we'll get to it. I don't know.
There's so much.
So what about...
Do you
what
read,
about-
like, the Am I the Asshole stories?
No. Is that like our is the subreddit titled Am I the Asshole?
It's not a subreddit. It's like there's so many, like, there's like millions and millions of stories that are like, am I the asshole or not? And
Oh, it's just like proving their side, kind of.
yeah, and they tell a story, and then they ask for the people to respond like, oh, am I the asshole?
Mm-hmm.
And in the comments, or like the upvotes or whatever you want to call it, they like put yes or no, and then it gets the overall rating.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
I follow r/confessions.
Oh, God.
That's so funny.
There's this...
Like, this is the thing that I did when I was like 6, and I still feel really bad about it. Like everybody in the thread is just like, dude,
It's not that
it's
deep.
okay. It's not that serious. Like, I still feel guilty. I think of Reddit a lot, like Twitter. I've been battling with Twitter now.
What's
Dude,
wrong
literally
with
like a
Twitter?
drug. Like, because I went off of Twitter for a long time.
It's good
and
to
then I
take
came
hiatus
back.
sometimes. Not me, though. Good for you, but
No, yeah, anybody. Y'all need to
I can't.
Stay off.
What would I do all day?
Reddit.
You can only be on Reddit for so long before you get fed the fuck up.
I feel worse about Twitter. Like, there's a lot more. I feel like you could find on like Reddit. You could go through like different subreddits you could find. I mean, you could, like, on Twitter, it's either like you could. I guess the subreddit would be following someone's page, but then it's not
or
different
it's like
people
a
contributing.
like a thread, sort of.
Yeah.
But you can't really contribute to a thread, can you?
On Reddit, it
on
feels you can
Twitter.
a lot more. On Twitter, yeah. I mean, if you're like on Twitter, if the reply, if in the thread gets more like replies and likes than the original.
Oh, and then you get quote tweets. Sort of, but it's not like Reddit. Reddit is just a deep black wormhole. I was once on Reddit until like 6 a.m. when I had work the next day at like 7.
What were you looking at the same stuff?
I was just reading, bro. Like, there's so much to read. I don't like to read, but those, I'm deep.
I like it on a screen.
I like it on a screen. Like, you like fanfic, bro? Fanfic?
Yeah, Wattpad.
Ah, it's so good. Harry Styles fanfics? I'll send you the link.
I remember in middle school, my friend introduced me to fanfic, and they made me an account. I never read anything, but they're like, oh,
You're a damn
what would
liar.
I didn't.
I know
I
you
did it.
read
I wasn't. I wasn't writing my own fanfic. I swear, I wasn't. No, I don't even know. What would I write about at the time? Like, what was I into that I would be like, I'm gonna start writing fan fiction about this?
It's all like
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was deep in that shit. Me and my friends.
You'd make your own.
I
You'd-
would.
you'd
I
write
used
your
to
own?
write some. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that popular though.
Like
Me
in middle
and-
school.
Yeah. I wasn't that good of a writer.
Yesterday?
No. My Wattpad account was deleted for
Why?
leaving too many comments.
Wait, are you like a critic of?
I am a critic.
fanfic?
Deep, harsh critic. Don't. If you're gonna put Harry Styles in a fanfiction,
They need to get the story
they need
right.
to get your fucking. You need to get the details right.
Oh.
The mole is not on the left side of his face; it's on the right side. Like, come on.
You're crushing people's dreams.
I am. Get it right. Like, After should have never been made into a movie. You know that was a Harry Styles fanfiction? After the big movie? That was a Harry Styles
Dude,
fanfiction.
Oh my gosh, you're bringing up deep memory. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, I
How
can't
did
tell
we
you
get
what I've never
here?
seen the movie, but like, dude, it is. I don't know, some weird vault in the back of my brain.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Every person who's ever been on Wattpad knows what the hell I'm talking about. I'm looking at you, camera. You know who the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, I feel like I've been battling Twitter like a drug. Like the past few weeks, I'll download it and I'll delete it. Like, okay, I'm done using it. I'm done for the day, and I'll delete it. And the next day I'll be like, oh, just download it again. And then, dude, thinking I just delete the account.
No.
But no, I'm not going to.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
you're
going to. But these are
That's
the
how it is
thoughts.
with TikTok.
I'm
Like, my
fighting.
boyfriend like fully believes that I'm addicted to TikTok. Like, he's like, if I took away your TikTok account for one day, you would lose your goddamn mind. And I was
Start
like,
having
and you're
withdrawals.
right. And you're right. What about it?
Start freaking shaking. Like, what's going on?
Do you like TikTok?
I don't use TikTok. I post on TikTok. I wish I had the same discipline
As
with
other
Twitter as I
podcasters?
did with TikTok.
Oh, yes.
No, I post a lot. I post a lot more on TikTok than I do on Instagram. But I won't use it. But I mean, I have a few times, like, I'll go to like one of my friends' pages and I'll be like, well, I know them, so you know. But then even then I might slowly creep into the For You page. But
Oh,
I've never gone on that though. I can say that for a fact. For You page are like the following. Well, I guess following. Yeah.
You
I'll
I'll
go.
go following, but like,
Yeah.
you never go on the For You page?
Well,
like,
I'll go
ever?
to people directly.
Oh, like,
But
so you don't know about Noodle?
Noodle
Noodle the pug?
soup.
You don't know about Noodle the pug?
No. Is this like a trend that's happening right
He
now?
decides how the day is gonna go. It's like Pudge. It's like Pudge from Lilo and Stitch. How she has to feed him peanut butter sandwiches because he
Pudge controls the weather.
Yes, but he decides how the day is gonna go. So it's called No Bones. So
That's the account.
No, the account is John. I think that's his name. John Graz. I look it up like every day, so I should know, but I don't know.
I need to know how my day's gonna go. It's like the monkey that predicts the Super Bowl outcome every year.
Yeah, but it's like an everyday kind of thing. Like, he literally, it's a 13-year-old pug named Noodle. He's very old.
Yeah.
And his owner goes up to him every morning and is like, "Good morning, everyone. We're gonna have welcome to another round of No Bones, the game where we find out if my 13-year-old pug woke up with bones." Like if
Harry
he's gonna
Potter.
stand up.
Like, you know in Harry Potter where
I'm
it's
not
on.
into Harry Styles.
Damn.
Harry Styles. Of course I'm into Harry Styles. I'm not into Harry Potter. I've never been. Everybody's into it, like, around me. Except for my boyfriend. We, like, make fun of people who like
Everybody
Harry
else.
Potter. Yeah. We make fun of everybody, if we're being honest. We're kind of mean. But,
Like if someone's into something, like look at them wearing the merch.
we, like, when we're in Hot Topic and we see, like, something that a Harry Potter person, like, a fan of Harry Potter would be like, "Oh my god." We, like, go up to it and we're like, and then we, like, look at each other and laugh for a really long time. We're really mean. But, back
We're really
to
mean.
We are. I'll
Okay.
admit it. We're back to Noodle. So Noodle, he asks him, he, like, grabs him and he
Yeah.
lifts him up. And if he stands up on his own, it's a bones day. And if it's a bones day, it means it's time to treat yourself. Means you go to the mall, you get that thing that you've been looking at, you get that Starbucks in the morning.
Does this dog have like arthritis or something?
Very old 13-year-old dog. Think about it, man.
I would assume.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on its last legs,
Yeah.
no pun intended.
Don't
but
say that about Noodle. Anyways. But yeah, if it's a no bones day, just stay at home in your sweatpants. If he like lays back down, that's what that means. No bones day.
yeah.
He just lays back down.
The groundhog sees a shadow.
But it's not a once a year type of thing. It's a every day. Is Noodle gonna stand up or no? That's the thing. Today he stood up, so it's a bones day. You'd be lucky I'm here.
Yeah, you fucked up your voice, and then you're gonna go again tomorrow.
I am.
To Six Flags.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. Not even a letter.
A letter?
Do you get it?
No.
From We're the Millers? That's where that joke comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just from people fucking up their tattoo. Oh, is that literally?
The guy he like goes down like this, and he has a tattoo that says "No regrets," and the dad goes, "Really? Not even a single letter?" Because
No, I've never seen the movie.
It's so good.
Unfortunately.
It's a guy. He gets hired by his friend to move drugs from Mexico back to the United States, but he has to look like he has a family. So he hires Jennifer Aniston, who's a stripper. Her name is. It's not Rachel. Why was I?
It's Rachel. No, they're friends.
Gotta get Noah in here right now.
Oh my god.
Miss you, Noah. Haven't seen you in a very long time. What was I saying? Okay, so
Noah.
Jennifer Aniston is supposed to play his wife, and she's a stripper.
Yeah.
And then to play his daughter is a teenage runaway. You know who Emma Roberts is? Everybody knows. So she's a teenage runaway with a drug problem. And then to play his son, you know the guy with the eyebrows from the Maze Runner?
Yeah.
That guy. And he's like dorky and stupid, and like he gets bit by a spider and his testicles swell up. It's really, really funny. It's a perfect movie.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I know people.
I watched it when I was way too young. Perfect.
That one came out. When did it come
anything.
out? Probably. I don't know. I see a lot of pictures of that guy, and people are like, dude, this guy looks so
like
fine.
Bro,
I'm
he's
like,
like
okay.
26. Relax.
How old is Harry Styles?
27. I
Shit,
think.
they're right there.
27, yeah.
But people would be like, that's man. That's a guy. That's, I don't
Guys
want
are
to say guy,
supposed to
a man.
age.
They're supposed to.
They're supposed to age like fine wine. Women are, in women's minds, supposed to age like milk.
Like milk turned into cheese?
Like, quick. Like, I've seen people on Twitter be like, oh, she's only 30 years old. Like, 30 is like 1 foot in the grave kind of thing. Like, no.
Damn. Yeah. You know, like, I think 25 to 30, it's when you start getting, like, random back issues. You're just like,
I'm getting random back issues now.
Oh, I have back
years
issues,
old.
too.
Well, I work in a warehouse, so that makes sense.
I sit in a chair too much. I need a standing desk.
I stand up too much in one place. My boyfriend was like, well, do you want me to go with you? I was like, no, that's weird. You don't even know him.
Oh, sometimes people come. They'll be like, oh, can I bring this person over? Be like, I mean, if it makes you feel more comfortable, then
well, me and you are friends.
sure.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
Chilling.
exactly.
Like, still with the same guy. Perks.
I remember you would say, I love his teeth. It's like, what the fuck? I've never heard someone who are just obsessed over teeth. People's teeth.
You need to be in love with somebody.
I'm not in love with anybody.
You'll figure it out.
You'll just
no.
scoot along.
It takes a certain kind of, like, being deeply in love with somebody to love every part of them.
Yeah.
Like, he has these eyes, pretty intense, deep blue eyes, and I just get lost in them, like, to this day, 4 years later.
That's
pretty intense.
That's strong. That's
yeah, he's alright.
That's the secret? Just to
no, the secret is to find, like, it's hard. First of all, it's fucking hard. Don't let anybody tell you that a relationship is easy. It's fucking hard.
It's work.
It's hard work. Figuring out the person that you're with, like, in the beginning it was hard. Like, when we were like at that 1/2 year stretch right there, that was when it was the hardest because I was a bitch and he was an asshole. So it was,
Well, you guys are both mean together.
we're mean together now, but we were mean to each other for a while. But it wasn't like the nice, like, oh, you're stupid mean. It was like mean, like, you're a fucking bitch. Like, you're a little asshole. That's why your mom doesn't like you. Like,
God.
Really bad.
That's why I got kicked out.
Oh, you want me to go in? I'll go in, bestie.
I mean, you mentioned it. I don't know. Is that something that he threw at you? Just.
Oh, no. Because it was his fault. He doesn't throw that at me.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you want
to him. I would never say that it was his fault. It's not really his fault. It's my fault, but it was blamed on him.
Okay.
You know my dad sucks. We've talked about this before. Daddy issues.
Yeah.
I saw this tweet. Oh my god, really quick. I don't have daddy issues. My dad has daughter issues. I like cried when I saw it. I was like, yes, because I'm not the problem. He's the problem.
See, it's things like that on Twitter where it's like, see, that is something I've never seen before. A lot of it is just all recycled garbage.
Yeah. But then you see like as soon as that tweet is sent out, you'll see 8 more versions of it later on.
Yep.
It's really, really sad.
And then for the rest of
like,
Twitter
it's
time.
Like nobody ever has an original thought. Like, a shrimp fried this rice? Like, yeah, it did.
That one's okay. That one is at the point where it's just like a really bad, like it's just a joke at this point that it's kind of okay to say.
Yeah, like the John Cena thing, he'll forever be known as something.
That's okay.
You can't see him.
That's perfect. That
it's a joke that'll live on forever. Mm-hmm. We're gonna be explaining it to our grandkids.
I knew one person that would put John Cena at the top of their tree for Christmas. I don't know. They just put random random celebrities.
Did I tell you that? I met him.
You saw him?
I met him before. I saw him. He was in my presence. Touched him.
Or you could touch him, you just can't see him. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you saw
when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old, I was obsessed with wrestling for no damn reason. There was no reason.
Dude, the wrestling community, the professional wrestling community is strong.
Professional
religiously
wrestling, like WWE, is that what we're talking about here, or are we talking about like what you used to do in high school wrestling?
There's no professional wrestling for actual traditional wrestling.
Oh god, that's awful.
It's only college and that's
then
it.
The
or Olympics.
WWE.
And then you go to the WWE.
Go to the pros. Never do anything.
Yeah, it is professional wrestling. The WWE.
Yeah, it's like it was really strong for a while. I think it's like, I don't think it's growing as much as it used to be because all those kids grew up. But
so like kids aren't interested in WWE anymore.
Yeah, it's Cocomelon now.
Cocomelon.
You don't know what Cocomelon is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you don't have a kid near you. That's why. Oh god, it's awful.
Cocomelon.
Oh
is that like a show? Is that
it's
like
a? It's YouTube. It's on YouTube, and like there's videos of kids who hear the theme song. They come running into the kitchen. It's really intense. It's like a cult for babies. It's like, it's really intense.
That's like what's always recommended. Like they somehow made it at the top of like YouTube Kids search recommendations.
Not even just YouTube Kids, just regular YouTube, because like people watch it on their parents' phone and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. Anyways, back to my time meeting John Cena.
Oh.
So I like had the WWE app like on my tablet when I was like 11. I was like, I'm gonna watch this pay-per-view because my dad pays for the fucking subscription. Like, it was sick. So I used to watch it, and then I got this notification like, oh, John Cena's gonna be at a Comic-Con, right? And we were like, and I was obsessed with John Cena. Nobody else, just John Cena. I was like, I want to meet John Cena so bad. And then my dad was like, okay. It was in Austin, Texas, first of all.
You went all the way?
We went to Texas to go meet John Cena. And I was like, well, why are we going to Texas? Like, we could just wait till he comes to California. And he was like, well, I have a cousin that lives out there. Let's just go. And I was like, all right.
Anything for John Cena.
So we packed our shit up. Drove to Texas. 18 hours to Texas. No stopping.
That.
It was hard.
That's a long time.
Yeah. My nose.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So we drove and then we stayed with our cousin for a little bit, and then like the day before the Comic-Con, we drove to Austin because our cousin lives in Lubbock, which is in higher Texas.
Mhm.
So we drove to Austin, stayed at a hotel, then went to the Comic-Con, walked around Comic-Con for a while, met Daryl from Walking Dead, pretty fucking sick.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah, he looks like he doesn't shower, just like he does on the show.
I think he's just like an oily guy.
I think he's just an oily guy too. Like, if you look like you don't shower, I'm not gonna judge you for it unless you stink when I'm near you. Because
do oily people stink?
No, because I'm an oily
Is this
person and
natural?
I don't stink. I don't think I do, at least.
The oil smells like rainbows and roses.
If you wash your face, yeah.
I don't wash my face.
Why not?
I don't have a routine.
I don't have a routine either. Just wash your face.
Oh. Does it count if I'm in the shower?
Yeah, I do it in the
Okay.
shower.
Oh.
I do it twice a day.
Just like just totally neglect my face. Just everything else but my face.
That's how my
You
little
know
sister
how people
showers.
wear-
She's nasty.
Just not. Why?
Because she's like, I don't need to wash my face. The natural oils. I'm like, you're fucking disgusting. That's why you have blackheads like this deep in your fucking nose, bro.
You know how people wear like a shower cap? I just do that, but like over
A
my
face shield, huh?
Yeah, face. Yeah, I don't want to wash my face.
I guess. Do what you want, man.
John Cena's back in the WWE, right?
After having a hair transplant, yes.
He was
You s-
balding?
Oh my god, so bad. That's why I used to wear hats all the time.
I just remember he always had like really just like short hair.
He had really, really short, like, shaved hair because he couldn't grow it. And then he had this hair transplant, and now he's a new man.
He got that Fast and the Furious money.
Yes. That's Suicide Squad money, too.
That's Suicide Squad money. Oh my gosh. Juiced him up,
That was
gave him hair
awful.
transplants. They're like, look, bro, we're gonna pump you full of shit so you could keep going for another 20 years.
And he's just like, okay, like, what am I gonna
I don't know. I think he got the Rock itch, the Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh, to be in movies and stuff?
Yeah. That guy.
Because once you, like, get out of wrestling, because, like, it's about drive, it's about power. You know that song from TikTok? The Rock singing that song?
Yeah. It's his own like original song, right?
I think about that song probably on a daily basis. Like,
I wish that came out the same time the John Cena song came out when they were both in wrestling.
oh yeah,
That would have been lit.
That would have been it. So we drove to Texas, got to Austin, stayed at a hotel, met Norman Reedus, pretty sick. Met Carl too. What's his damn name?
Coral.
Carl. Carl. So
Fuck that kid. In the show.
in the show, yeah. So so we met those people and then met like 2 female wrestlers, and then they like announced on a loudspeaker like, oh, the John Cena meet and greet is gonna start at this time, and I was like, Dad, we have to go now. I was decked out, bro. I had a hat, I had the freaking sweat wristband.
You know when people are like late to a flight, and then you just see they're like basically dragging their kid behind them, like, we need to make the flight. I picture you
dragging this
dragging
grown ass man.
dragging
Yeah.
your dad.
So before he got to the meet and greet, it was like, oh, the meet and greet is starting in like 15 minutes.
Mhm.
So John Cena's going to walk down this path. So stick your hand out and get a high five, right?
Got a little bit of his sweat.
This was my hero, okay? You have to remember, this is my hero. My God, all right? So this man, ginormous, by the way. He could have
Is
fucking... He's not very tall, but his hands, dude, it was like he could pick me up like a basketball, dude. To this day, he could pick me up like a basketball. But anyways, so big ass dude comes running by. You see him in his big ass white t-shirt and his jean shorts. And he comes running by. He hits my hand, right? He goes to my hand, and I went, I shit you not. I passed
really
the fuck out. I shit you not. My face turned white, And I was in my dad's arms like that, and he like had to hold me up.
Dude. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever been that amazed to just.
This was my hero. I had been obsessed with this man since I was like 6 years old, and I was 10 or 11 at the time. So it was pretty dramatic for me. Anyways,
That's love.
it's love, truly.
That's
Find your John Cena.
shit.
But it got even worse when I met him. Like, actually got to be in the meet and greet and take a picture with him.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was before.
That was before.
You recovered?
I recovered. My dad got me some water. I was fine. And he was like, "Are you going to be okay to, like, stand next to him?" And I was like, "Yes, don't you dare try to take this away from me." And so we go. And
Don't stand next to me when we take the picture.
no, I didn't want my sister to be in it because she didn't...
You
she didn't
respect
like
it.
him. She didn't like him like that. But I did. So I was like, "Everybody leave me alone. This is my time."
You don't
So-
deserve it.
It was my birthday present.
Oh, it was your everything, pretty much.
Pretty much. Yes.
Like you peaked.
It was my peak, and nothing but downhill since then. So I'm next in the meet and greet, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's behind these like little curtains. There's a big camera, big ass camera with those like flashy things. You remember school pictures?
Mm-hmm.
So we were right there, and he was like, "Come on," and I was like, "Me?" And I looked at my dad, and he was like, "Go, what are you doing? Go." And I was like walking over to him. I'm like gonna cry right now thinking about it, because my little 11-year-old self was like, "This is it. This is my peak right here." So I had a picture. I had a poster of him
Mm-hmm.
that I brought from home, from California, for him to sign. So he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna sign this at the signing thing, right?" And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Why don't you give that to your dad and let's take a picture?" And I was like, "Okay." I give it to my dad, and he puts his arm around me, and he's like,
Big old mitts.
yeah, he puts his arm around me, and he's like, "Stick up this sign," because, this was his sign back then. So I went like this, and I'm like, the biggest smile on my face. I'm pale white, sweating. And then my little sister goes, "I want to be in it too."
Oh no.
And she like screams at my dad, and then my dad like pushes her over, and I'm like
Oh.
in the picture. She ruined it. And they gave us the picture with both of us in it, not the one with just me in it. So fucking pissed.
Worst birthday ever.
Worst birthday ever. It was so fucking mad. But I digress. Stinky, stupid camera.
Skeletons. I'm looking at your shirt.
Yeah, I know.
Dun, dun,
I
dun,
got
dun,
that
dun.
shirt thinking like, oh,
Shit,
spooky,
cool,
scary
cool.
skeletons.
It's November, bro.
I know. I love spooky season, but Christmas,
Thanksgiving is in a week. What day? It's the 18th.
it's not about Thanksgiving right now.
It's not. What is it about?
Next
Hanukkah.
Next week is Thanksgiving. Right now it's Christmas. If anybody doesn't celebrate Christmas, I'm sorry, but this is my shit. I'm sorry.
Christmas is November.
So listen.
Christmas is every day but Thursday.
The week of Thanksgiving, except for Thursday and Black Friday, Christmas. I'm gonna
Even Black Friday's Christmas.
Even Black Friday is Christmas. Exactly.
Come
Your
on.
Christmas shopping. You get me.
Fuck eating with the family. I'm just gonna go Black Friday shopping.
Dude,
I need
me
to go
and
stand
Daniel
in
are
line.
legit going. We're going to eat at Thanksgiving for like 2 hours, and then we're leaving.
That's how you do it. I've done it a few times.
That's where it's at.
I don't go buy anything, but it's actually just it's kind of nice.
It's so
just,
fun to
it's
watch
nice
all
just
the chaos.
walking around. Well, I don't go in the chaos. So.
I go to the mall.
Yeah.
I go to the mall.
Yeah.
That's where the chaos is at. I've only actually bought like 2 things on Black Friday. I went to Victoria's Secret.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did end up buying what's that goddamn thing? I bought my dad basketball shoes from the Nike store for Christmas one year. That's the last fucking thing I ever bought him.
That's all about Cyber Monday. It's all, well, I mean, even then, like, people
Even
just like,
Cyber Monday,
everything's online.
Black Friday is Cyber Monday now. It's so sad.
Yeah.
And my job suffers because of it.
Yeah.
It's bad. If you're loading, it's bad.
Yeah.
If you're like getting the big packages and putting them in there, it's bad. But if you're in small sort, oh my god!
All my UPS workers, where you at?
UPSers,
you know what
where
the fuck's going on? I still the sticker.
UPS for life, motherfucker.
I got it tatted on my neck.
Dude, Daniel's stepdad legit has a UPS shield tattoo
No.
right here. No fucking, I'm not lying, bro. I wish I was, but I'm not. But that's probably where I'm gonna stay. It's so good. It's so good to me. I love my job there so much. But small sort, tiny packages. You know, the little Amazon packages, the little ones that have like one
they don't give you
thing in
anything
there?
over 5 pounds.
Not 5, 10.
You having trouble lifting 10?
No. But oh my god, bro. The days before Apple releases are absolute hell for us.
Why?
All the Apple orders come through us. All the AirPods, all the iPads, all the Apple Watches.
They're never marked because they don't want people to steal it.
But we know which boxes they are.
I haven't been adept. Well, you always have
exactly
the smaller the small shit.
I know exactly what boxes they are. One opened up and there was a pair of AirPods just sitting, and I was like,
wait, are the 3s out, or was it?
It was the 3s.
It was
the brand new AirPods that had just come out. You know, the new ones, the ones
Mm-hmm.
that are on the commercials and stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a pair of those just sitting in an open box because the box had broken open, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get fired.
I need it
For real. But I didn't do it.
I
kept my composure.
It was only a few months when the PS5 came out, and there was an open box and I saw the PS5.
I've been trying.
I mean, what am I gonna put that in my backpack?
Exactly. Like you have to go through the guard check. You know, I don't fucking miss, and who if I ever see her, it's on site. Miss Bartman, dude. I don't think you had her. English teacher, sophomore year for me. It was me. It was Demarius. You know who Demarius is?
Mm-hmm.
Demarius. Who else was iconic?
Who else was iconic? What other students were iconic?
Dude, in that class,
students
the
were
students
iconic?
were iconic in that class. Justine, bitch. Justine walked out of her fucking class and she was like, if you don't want to be here, just leave. And Justine and Jasmine were like,
just fucked up.
and they fucking left. I was like, oh, so y'all are the bad bitches. Okay. I got in trouble in that class, like, a lot. And I also slept in that class, like, 24/7. That was the year I was sneaking out.
Of just class, or like sneaking out of your house, like
at nighttime. For the same boy I'm with right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's when it flourished. It's when it started.
Yeah.
It's a little romantic. Did he hold the boombox over his head?
No,
because
because
you had to sneak out.
I had to sneak out. My dad would have beat his ass. Grown ass man would have beat his ass. Don't miss that stage of my life whatsoever.
I don't know.
Remember when I used to think I was pregnant in class all the time? And I was like, I hope I'm pregnant. Like,
my friend tricked me one time. As an April Fool's joke.
That's awful.
I was like, come on, bro. I was like, you can't. That's not even that funny.
Pregnancy is not a joke because a lot of people can have miscarriages and stuff. I take things really seriously. I'm like,
you can't do an April Fool's joke or like that.
I don't like surprises and I don't like pranks.
Birthdays?
Don't like it. Don't like it. My boyfriend tried to surprise me one time on my birthday. I said, if you ever fucking do that to me again, I will punch you in your throat. He fucking tried to surprise me in front of my family, giving me a fucking necklace. I was like, fuck you. Don't ever fucking embarrass me in front of people like that.
What about like a...
I don't like my family. I don't like showing vulnerability in front of them.
Oh, you gotta be tough. You gotta...
Like,
things always out.
Be like, yeah, he's alright. My boyfriend, like, yeah, he's alright.
I'm not in love with it. It's Nana calling you.
Pause.
Hi, Nana.
Hello. Hello, what you doing? I'm on a podcast right now. Can I call you back?
Can I talk to her? Hi, Nana. Bye, Nana.
She's the love of my life. I would fucking do anything for her. I would do anything for her. Don't you ever talk about her.
Hey, no, I was supportive.
She's the best. Would kill for that
I
woman.
want to see what's popping. Everybody else in the family, but her.
I love my Nana so much. She is why I'm alive right now. Besides my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
She raised me when I was a kid. Her and my papa.
Mm-hmm.
And my papa got
Papa.
Yeah, Nana Papa.
I like that. My pop.
Yeah,
My
you
pops,
know.
Poppy.
White. White people.
Well,
You know how we have
the
weird
country
names.
music.
Yeah, we have weird names for our grandparents.
No,
I bet there's one person at Chino Hills High School that calls their grandpa Peepaw. I am betting you right now.
Or Peepaw. Not even Peepaw, just Peepaw.
Or Pop.
Meemaw.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Meemaw and Peepaw.
Meemaw and Peepaw. Nothing against it. I just think it's funny as fuck. But that woman, she is the only person who's unconditional for me.
Yeah.
Even my boyfriend, there's some conditions with me. He's like, you're fucking annoying in the morning. And I'm like, yeah, what about it? She don't care. No matter what I do.
She thinks you're a saint.
She thinks I can do. I'm the first grandbaby. I can do no wrong.
It's usually the last. She was just the youngest child type of deal.
But the first one for her. Her dad, my dad was her first kid.
Oh, okay.
So she was the hardest on him, but she's the lightest on me. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to watch the person you hate the most get fucked over. It's awesome. It is her fault that he's the way that he is, but
So now she's trying to
she's trying to reprimand, sort of.
with you.
With me,
and then taking care of you.
By taking care of me.
Wow, what a character arc. What
character development.
Personality development. Yeah, what's going on? Shout out Meemaw.
Nana, don't you talk about her. That's Nana. But yeah, she loves my boyfriend. She's asking us all the time, when are you gonna get married? I'm like, bro, I just got a promise ring. I'm not even this man took 4 years to give me a promise ring. I'm not trying to fucking rush anything.
Well, at least another 4 years, 5.
God, I hope not.
I mean, it's all depending on how it feels, but
we want to move out before we get married.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense.
Because he hates how I am at home as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Not hates, but I have some bad habits that I need to work out before we move in together. I'm gross. I don't clean my room. Oh
no.
I shower though. Nobody can ever say I don't shower. I fucking shower. Well, my room may be dirty.
Shower the whole room.
My room may be dirty. My car may be dirty. I am not dirty. Facts.
Yeah.
No printer.
People always expect okay, if we move together, then all of my habits will go away. Nah.
Wrong. Nah. Incorrect. My mom is a bitch in the morning, and when she moved in with my stepdad, that did not go away.
Unless it's what,
motherfucker? This is my boyfriend.
Doo-doo-doo.
What did he say? Oh, he's cute. Gay.
What does Mr.Manz have to say?
He sent me a video of a TikTok. It's like a heart thing, like a really intense heart thing with heart music, and because I've seen it before.
Okay.
And he said, "This is how you make me feel." I'm like, gay. No, but I do love him very, very much. Find your John Cena, Joseph.
I will.
That's the moral of today's. That's gonna be the title of this episode. Find your John Cena. Okay.
Well, I don't title my episodes.
You don't title that. You just put the person's name, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that should be the clip that goes on Instagram.
Find your John Cena.
Find your John Cena.
And you got the gears turning. I'm trying to figure out where would I put that in? Where? I'll figure it out.
Use your little editing brain.
Find your John Cena.
Find your John Cena. It's a beautiful motto, because a lot of kids really do love John Cena. When I was little, I wasn't the only kid obsessed with John Cena. There was a guy who had John Cena tattooed right here, bro. I'm like, that is dirty. Y'all are nasty. Dedication. Y'all are nasty.
What did think about the Lil Wayne? He said, Woman of my dreams. I don't sleep, so I can't find her. How am I gonna find him?
See him?
How exactly?
It takes a special kind of love to see it.
Is it like the Polar Express?
Yeah.
If you ring the bell
really
and you don't hear it, you have to
gotta
believe.
Like Hogwarts, like the entrance to Hogwarts.
Is that how it works? You have to believe it, or I don't. You've
believe
never even
this
seen
thing.
it. How are you gonna tell me
I don't know.
how Hogwarts works?
I don't know. I'm assuming that's how it works.
All of Hogwarts is fake. There's no wizards.
Nothing is real.
Well, there's that.
Like my Daniel's best friend, she's obsessed with Harry Potter, and his brother is obsessed with Star Wars, and he hates both of them. So he's like, like his brother has like a space ball. You know Spaceballs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has a Spaceballs tattoo right here. I'm like, the dedication. I don't love anything that much except for Stitch, Lilo and Stitch.
Do you still love John Cena that much?
No, I don't. Not enough to get a tattoo. I do love him though. If I ever see him in a movie, I'm like, I'm gonna go watch it because John Cena's in it. Like I went to watch Suicide Squad because he was in it. God awful, dumpster fire. Got rid of Will Smith, turned into shit.
There was a second Suicide Squad movie?
Yeah.
That's the second one, right?
Yeah, not the Harley Quinn movie. I know what you're thinking of, but it's not like.
No, that was its own movie, Birds of Prey.
Yeah. But there was a second Suicide Squad movie with like a shark man kind of thing.
Yeah.
You see that shit, dude?
Yeah.
I was high when I saw the trailer and I was like, what the fuck is that, bro?
Dude, it's Sharknado 5.
Isn't there already a Sharknado 5?
Sure
How many of those fucking movies are there?
Elizabeth. Dude, she's so into sharks. Shamoon.
Oh, I love her so much.
You need to come talk about
fucking
sharks.
To her. I was literally talking to her yesterday. Did you hear what's going on at the board? The CVUSD board?
No.
Bro, transphobic.
I haven't read the newspaper.
It's not in a newspaper. It was on Instagram.
Oh, they wouldn't put it in the newspaper. They wouldn't dare.
They wouldn't dare.
Damn. I thought I was informed because I read that shit.
But, so I guess there's like this transphobic thing going around that this board member wants to pass a thing that's like, you're not going to be able to use the bathroom of your preferred gender.
Mm-hmm.
Like trans kids. Like, you remember Dakota?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dakota wouldn't have been able to use the bathroom that he identifies with.
Okay.
That's what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that makes me so angry because why is it anyone's goddamn business? That's all we're going to talk about with politics because...
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to, because I can go in.
I know. That's originally why... That's originally why I wanted you on first. I was like, I don't know. I'll see what you say, but...
Depends on what you want to talk about. I have different opinions.
I don't know. That's why I just kind of deleted Twitter. I just signed off. I was like, well... There's other people who really like that, but nah.
I do. I'm deep in it.
Deep.
I don't follow a lot of politicians, but the politicians that I do follow, they tweet a lot of things that I truly believe in, but I don't fuck with politicians. I don't fuck with politicians. I fuck with ideals, but politicians are all corrupt.
It's a weird thing. Like, why would you? Who wants to?
I don't want to
be in
support a person.
charge of people. You know, who wants to?
Why would one person have to have this much power?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's bullshit. You should get me and Jonathan in on one episode. We'll tell you about the revolution.
The revolution. Hey, when is it happening? Can you?
I can't say it's
You
confidential.
can't say, but is it?
It's confidential.
Is it confirmed? Like, is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
But there is like a lot of clubs and organizations. Like I'm part of the RevComs, the Revolutionary Communists.
Okay. Shout out RevComs.
Shout out the RevComs.
You know who you are.
Y'all know who you are. They like organize
Some of them are undercover.
No, we're all very open.
I mean, I kind of say that as a joke, but I mean, I'm sure there are people that are like,
they're secretly.
There are like organizations that are large that are probably being tracked.
Yeah, the small organizations are very like down under. They're not being watched. But the organizations, it sucks because those are the organizations that should be getting recognition. But the big ones, they're mostly, like, I don't believe in the two-party system. That was a mistake, and George Washington said so. But
take it back.
taking it back to the 1700s, ho. But
Let's just start over.
he literally said the two-party system will do nothing but divide the country. And was he wrong? No.
No.
Look at this shit. Literally got people blocking each other from family events because of their beliefs. It's intense. Like, my grandfather and I have, like, not Papa that I love.
Pop.
The other Papa. Like, my grandfather. His name
Can't
is...
we just, like, eat, like, cornbread on Thanksgiving together? Like, can we just...
No, because he wants to start shit with me. It's not even me starting it because I don't like yelling in front of my family because it shows vulnerability. But if it gets
You'll
to
throw
it,
hands.
I will punch my grandpa in the face. Yeah. He tried to tell me, like, oh, feminist this, feminist that. I'm like, you know, like, all of the people in your family are women, right? Like, why wouldn't you be a feminist? I don't get it. Why wouldn't, like, it's not like we're being like, oh, I fucking hate men. Men should die. Like, no. Like,
Yeah, they take that and they're like, that's everybody who's
That's
everybody who's a
sexist.
feminist is sexist against men.
no, there's no way that you can be sexist towards men. I'm sorry. Like, you can't oppress the oppressor. Like, you can't be racist to white people. Can't be racist to white people.
You can't.
No, I don't think so. But people will argue with me that you can. I don't believe that you can be racist towards white people.
What if you segregate them?
Segregation is stupid.
What do you mean that's stupid?
It should have never been a thing.
That's racist.
It should have never been a thing. Segregating
Oh, no,
anybody from
no.
anybody. But I don't believe in separating anybody from anybody. But I believe you should be able to say cracker and not get in trouble for it. It's cracker.
It's pretty funny.
It is. Like, there's a sound on TikTok where it's like it's a factory and they're talking about how these sort of crackers are made.
Oh.
These happy little crackers, like.
I'm assuming it's just a bunch of white people working at the factory.
No.
Oh.
It's showing the crackers themselves, but then people will use that audio to show videos of white people dancing or white people in a group or just white people because they always just gather for some reason.
What do you mean they?
Like, white people just, like, get all of their cousins and shit together for some reason. I don't.
Family event, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
I have a very small
We're
inside family.
I was just on a plane this past weekend, and there was people clapping. Like on the way there, nobody clapped.
But as soon as you landed,
I totally forgot clapping was a thing. Like we
COVID fucked everybody up.
we went there, and then we came back, and then people were clapping. The person right next to me, it was me, my sister, and then the lady right next to it started clapping. You know, a whole bunch of other people on the plane, and then my sister looks at me and just like,
That's white people for you. I can give you a couple phrases that white people use on a daily basis when being handed the bill. What's the damage?
"What's the damage?" My dad says that.
All right, let's rock and roll.
It's rock and roll.
How's it going, Bob? I live in the dream. Every
What
white
is that?
man.
What is that?
Every white man. What is your dream? What is your dream, Bob? Please tell me. I want to know. Look, this is literally him in front of Superman at Six Flags. That's how often we go.
I want to go back. I went, but I was too scared to go on all the rides. I don't remember when that was, but
Pussy.
that was. Yeah, no, yeah. Give it to me. I deserve it.
You grown ass man.
Now?
Get on the
I was probably
fucking
like 10.
ride.
I don't know. I was probably like.
Oh, okay.
I don't
you were a
remember. I don't
baby.
remember how old I was.
Well, if you go, I get 20% off discount on tickets. So.
Shit. When I went, they first opened up, like a VR ride. Like you wear a VR helmet.
I don't think that ride exists anymore.
It probably doesn't because it was gross. Because everybody had to wear a helmet.
Oh.
Yeah, to clean them. But it was. I mean, it was
nasty.
cool. It was like, well, I guess. I don't remember what. I think it was like some sort of like shit in space, or like going through buildings and stuff. But it went with the ride, so they could
Like Star Tours, kind of from Disneyland.
Yeah. But it
But
was.
with
But
a
it was actually.
helmet.
But it was actually on a track.
Oh, okay.
So it did go. It wasn't just still.
Nice.
I wonder how much. Oh, how much that would cost to just have like a Star Tours ride in your house.
Or like they have something like that at Universal. It's the Simpsons ride.
Oh yeah, I've never been there either.
It's not great.
Universal?
5 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Six
you
Flags-
don't like Harry Potter. So
I don't like Harry Potter, but my dad like forced me to go because his girlfriend at the time liked Harry Potter. So
Dude. I remember when it came out. I was so hyped. I'm like, I'm getting the wand.
my dad tried to get me one of those robe things, those really expensive robes. I'm like, for what?
You don't like Harry
I
Potter?
don't even like Harry Potter. I'd rather get that Shrek shirt in the fucking gift shop over there.
Some Shrocs.
Oh my god, I want them so.
Some Shrek.
You seen
Crocs.
them?
Yeah,
I want
dude.
them
I've been
so
on
bad.
the Shroc tip. Shout out Derek Shamwell for enlightening me about the Shrocs, but he's been on the hunt, and I believe in him, but can't put gibbets in those. I don't think.
They're not Crocs if you can't put gibbets in them.
They're Shrocs.
They're Shrocs. They're not really Crocs, are they?
They're mud and shoes.
There are these Crocs that I saw at the Croc store the other day. Because I go to the Croc store like maybe every other week.
Religiously.
Every other week, yeah. Go say my confession. But so I go and there are
Forgive
these
me, Shroc, for I've sinned.
Dude, 3 eyed donkeys and call me tomorrow. I don't know how Catholicism works.
You're right, too.
Because they say, like, oh, do 3 Hail Marys or whatever. Eye donkeys or, I don't know.
Donkey.
Christianity.
Yeah, the Christians confess.
Do they?
No.
Or is it Catholic?
No, it's a
just
Catholic thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So you went to the
So
store.
I went to the Croc store and I saw these Crocs. They were black Crocs, but they had weed leaves on them, painted on the Crocs. And I was like, I need those fucking Crocs.
How many pairs do you have?
I own 4 right now. I have these ones that I'm wearing right now. I have blue ones. I have yellow ones, which were my very first pair. And then I have pink ones that I'm getting in the mail in a couple weeks.
You'd go hiking in those.
No. I would never ruin my Crocs like that.
Oh,
My
they
boyfriend.
don't deserve them.
They don't deserve that. My boyfriend tried to walk around Six Flags in his Crocs. I'm like, fuck no, you better put those back in the car and put your boots on, boy. We're walking around Six Flags, boy. Like, why are you doing that? They're rubber.
You treat them at
They're
just a high,
$60
like a
fucking
high
dollars.
That's like every pretty much parachute, basic pair of Converse or Vans or.
I treat my other shoes
Nikes.
like shit, but my Crocs,
But the Crocs get seniority.
because I pay for those. Nobody else buys my fucking Crocs for me.
Mm-hmm.
These are mine. I buy them. They're important.
Yeah, people are crazy. Mine are like chewed up for my dog. Mine are like 3 years old.
hell
No,
no.
they're probably like 4 years old now.
Daniel
They're
got.
gross.
I got Daniel and his entire family on Crocs. Me, solo, by myself.
What about Birks?
Love Birkenstocks. I have 1 pair. Use them religiously. Walk around. If it's hot outside, I walk around in my Birks. But any other.
Wait,
weather-
do you go barefoot in the Crocs?
I do go barefoot in the Crocs, but some days I'll wear socks. Some days I'll wear the socks with the Crocs. But if I'm going out somewhere, like if I know I'm gonna be around a bunch of people, I'll put socks on because I don't like people looking at my feet.
It gets gross.
I don't want to smell my feet in my rubber Crocs. I'm good on that. But if I'm like,
Ew.
if I'm just going outside to get the mail, I'll go barefoot in the Crocs.
Yeah.
Or if I'm going to the store real quick, I'll go barefoot in the Crocs. But
No.
not if I'm wearing pants because that looks silly.
Barefoot.
Barefoot wearing pants, that looks funny.
That's the next evolution of people that go to church with their sandals.
That grosses me out. Seeing
Come on,
white guys,
I'm sure there's a lot of kids that do that.
seeing white guys in sandals stresses me out. White guys in flip flops
With pants on.
With oh my god! What kind of holy hell?
At least have shorts on.
At least have shorts on. Exactly.
No, you go with the pants.
You don't go with the
The
pants.
bell bottoms, the little flared action.
The pants that are too long for their feet, for their legs already, and then they're dragging because of their fucking flip flops, dude.
Hey, come on, it's tough
It's
to
giving
find.
cracker.
It's tough to find pants when you're short. Find cracker
It's giving cracker.
vibes.
It's giving cracker.
What do you mean?
You don't know what giving means?
Giving cracker.
It's giving. Cracker.
Giving.
It's like she's giving off.
That vibe.
I guess the
And
vibe,
I don't
yeah,
know. That's why I
cracker
said it because
vibes.
I was like, am I
Cracker
trying to?
vibes. Saltine, if you will. Ritz.
If you may.
Maybe. This is why we're friends. We get it. We get it.
What?
This is why we're friends. We get this. Cracker.
Yeah, I think no.
I can say cracker because I'm white. Like,
that's true. It is something like we're gonna take this word, and it's gonna be our own now.
hold on.
What's going on? It's not healthy for a podcast.
I know. I'm
Staring
sorry.
at your screen, man.
He said, let me know if you're okay because I got a bad feeling. I was like, oh, if he has a bad feeling, I gotta know.
What?
You know how your mom, if you're gonna go out somewhere and your mom's like, no, don't, I got a bad feeling, and she's fucking right.
No.
He's fucking right. I'm telling you, dude. If he gets a bad feeling or a vision of something, I swear he could tell the future. I swear to God. He literally predicted that I was gonna get in my car accident.
That was like the definitive point when you're like, he predicts the future.
He did. He was like,
Such
oh
a
my
pop.
God. It was so traumatic, first of all. I was like, I'm gonna go get dog food for my dog really quick. And then he was like, are you sure right now? And I was like, why, motherfucker? Why? And he was like, well, there's a lot of traffic right now. And I don't know. I just have a bad feeling. I was like, I'll be fine. Went, sure as shit, bro. Got hit right before I came home.
Did the dogs get fed?
My son got fed, yes. I don't even get to see him anymore. You know my tiny chihuahua? You don't remember my son? Hugo. My
Hugo?
chihuahua. He lives at my dad's house. I don't get to see him anymore.
That was your son. You
That
took
was
care of
my
him.
baby. My dad like showed me the picture. He was like, what do you think? And I was like, I want him. I want him now. So we went to go get it, and he was like really scared of everybody, and like
That's how all chihuahuas are. They're always
no,
scared.
but he came up to me with no problem.
Oh,
My sweet boy. He had
you're a
no
dog
teeth.
whisperer.
No, just to that boy. He chose me.
Oh.
And he was like, he like looked at me, and I looked at him, and then he went on my chest, and I was like, oh.
That's it. You're coming home with me.
I was like, hey, you're coming home with me. My son. And I didn't get to name him. That was his name already, Hugo.
Mm-hmm. Wait, why don't you still have him?
My dad, like, it became like the family's dog, I guess. Like my
Yeah.
dad and my sister, because they loved him just as much as I do. And then my dad kicked me out and was like, yeah, you're not going to get able to see your dog anymore. Because where I live right now, they don't allow dogs.
Mm-hmm.
It's really depressing. I still have pictures of him, though. I look.
Yeah. Do you have like plants?
I don't have plants. I killed a plant once, and I got really sad. So I was like, I'm never going to do this to a plant ever again.
My plant is living on the edge right now. I feel
Oh
so
my
bad. I left it on the windowsill. That boy's struggling.
That's why if I get a fucking
Cat?
plant. If I was gonna say cactus because I did get a cactus.
Oh,
If I get a plant, it has to be a cactus
succulent.
or a
something.
succulent,
Yeah.
something that where I don't have to take constant care of it because I'm stupid and I forget stuff.
You
I
forget to water the cactus.
I forget to like, I don't forget to brush my teeth because it's fucking nasty, but like.
Yeah, you're hygienic.
Like, I'll forget to, like, take my birth control sometimes.
Yeah.
If I don't take my I have a fucking reminder in my phone now because I'm stupid. So, and I'm not trying to get pregnant, bro. Mine says birth control at 9 o'clock every night, and it has a gun with a baby.
Water gun.
The water gun. Yeah.
No. Oh, it used to be. It
Fetus
used to
to
be
fetus.
a revolver.
Yes, it was.
It was too.
It's too
It's too
graphic.
extreme. It's too much. I like how everybody just adopted it though. They're just like, well, it's a water gun now. Like it's a
water
gun.
It's cute.
It's a gun. It looks cute.
It's cute, yeah. But yeah, I have that and the baby with an X.
I always like the emoji where it's got the X's over the eyes and it's like.
That
it's
one's
dead.
cute. My favorite emoji right now, though, is like the...
Favorite emoji.
I text all the time. I have no friends, but I text my boyfriend all the time.
Yeah.
And it's that emoji, the emoji with
The crying emoji, the watery eyes.
Yeah, you know the one.
Yeah.
Let me
No,
show you.
I know exactly
You
what
know
you
what
mean.
the fuck I'm talking about. But that I was going to show it to you. That's why I pulled my phone out. I promise I'm not trying to be rude. during the podcast right now. But if he has a bad feeling, you know.
What do you mean? I just know that he's like telepath. He's like psychic.
I swear to God, bro.
Are you psychic? Can you tell the future?
I'm not.
Do you have feelings?
I have feelings. How do you feel about crystals? That's a good question to ask.
I don't know.
Because I know you have crystal bitches on this podcast.
Dude, crystal bitches.
I know you got crystal bitches on this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more and more interesting now to me.
I love the crystals.
And then when I was
Mine are in my car
gone,
right now.
to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get in a car accident again. That makes sense. But when I was gone this past weekend, I went to this girl's dorm, and they had like all their crystals lined up.
Ciao. You went to somebody's dorm, homie.
Yes, I went to my cousin's friend. Yeah, it's crazy.
Did you get it or
Wild.
what?
No, what the fuck?
God damn it.
I was admiring their crystals.
Fuck was that? The camera. Stupid stinky camera.
Dude, how long has it not been recording? I don't know.
Oh, I guess we'll find out, huh? And we're back.
And we're back.
Never stop talking during the break, though.
No.
Blah 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 blah.
My dad would always say like smacking your gums. Just talking.
How do you smack your gums?
I guess
think
if
smacking
you
your
don't have any
lips.
teeth. I guess your lips smack your gums. Oh Lord.
Is it just as it doesn't take batteries well, or
I don't know what it is.
I'm so sorry.
It's just an issue. Like it just needs to not be a
It's
thing.
like kind of a chronic pain, huh? You just deal with it.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Yeah, it's like my back problems.
Same.
Just like stretch and then hopefully you wake up and it's okay, but no. What I probably need to do is I probably need to rotate my bed, turn my bed. Cuz you always sleep in one spot of your bed.
I do, and I just like got to the point where it's like formed my body in my mattress.
That's when you got to rotate.
I didn't rotate it because a spring popped out and it was stabbing me in the back, so I threw it away.
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm
Bless
so
you.
fucking sorry.
That's
I burped. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think I need to rotate my bed because I'm starting to get into
How big is your bed? Is the question.
It's a full. I'm short. I don't need a big bed. I used to have a queen, but that one was absurd.
I have a twin size bed.
Take too much. Oh,
At 19 years old, I have a twin size bed.
no, a lot of people have a twin size bed. Just like a regular thing. Twin size, but the one that's just like extra, like bigger, like longer. Just a 6 foot one. I think I'll fuck with
What
that.
do you need a 6 foot bed?
Me? Why do I need a 6 foot bed? Why? You know why? Cause I like to sleep with my arms up. That's why. I need 7 feet. Fuck you. How tall are you?
5'4", but that's normal height for a woman. I'm not making fun of you.
No,
Short kings are where it's at.
Me and my friends have given each other an inch now, so I'm 5'4", you're 5'5" now. So
Love that for you.
I'm gonna change it on my driver's license. Make sure I go on. Like, yeah, I'm still growing. I'm still
Still
getting taller.
growing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grow till I'm 21.
No, when I stop growing.
Men stop growing at 21. Women stop at 18.
When I was like 16, probably.
Daniel is
thought I was 25.
Daniel is 6'2". I'm very blessed.
When did you stop growing?
14.
That's it.
Yeah, I hit my growth spurt at like 13. And that was it.
They chopped their knees and now.
You know Wendy from high school?
Mm-hmm.
God, I wish I had her fucking height, dude. I wish I was that tall.
You just want to pick people up.
Yeah. It's the height and also like it's the feeling of being that tall. She probably hates it because she's had it her whole life. But like, miss you, Wendy. Hope you're doing well.
No, that's the thing. If you're already tall, you just like assert dominance already. Even if you don't want to, like people will just look at you differently. But like, oh, that guy's
fucking tall. Like, Daniel's usually the tallest person in a room at 6'2".
Hmm?
But every now and then it'll be this person that I'm like, damn, he makes you look tiny.
Look at Shaq.
Yeah, he could pick my boyfriend up by the head, probably.
And dunk him.
And dunk him, yeah, and break the backboard doing it. Have you gotten any tattoos?
No. I don't really plan on to.
I have one. It's a heart, and it says Mom in it. It's a pretty good first tattoo. It didn't hurt, like, at all, and I want, like, 40 of them.
Would you do a stick and poke?
I would. If I had the ability, I would.
That'd be kind of cool. Do it to yourself?
No, I'd have to have somebody do it to me because I'd pass out.
Does it hurt that much?
I'm afraid of needles. But the tattoo needle...
Have you ever gotten
Love the
your
tattoo
blood
needle.
drawn?
I do. I have to get it drawn all the time because of my birth control.
Oh.
So, like, I have to, like, they do it. Remember, and then I used to donate blood all the time. For,
No, this is a different kind of bruise. You good? You're anemic?
I was
Blood level's
scared.
okay?
Yeah, sort of. Like, freshman year, I wasn't allowed to donate because, when I turned 15, I wasn't allowed to donate because my iron levels were too low and I would have passed out. My whole family, dude. My mom, my sisters, and I. If you literally, like, poke us, we get a bruise. I'm probably gonna get a bruise from that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, my sister, I punched her for a slug bug. For, like, punch buggy.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, and she was like, like, crying. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It takes you like 2 weeks to recover. But then by then, you've already had like 20 other bruises on your legs.
Yeah, and she had like a big purple bruise right here on her shoulder. I was like, shit, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were that anemic. I'm sorry.
You're that anemic?
Like, we're all anemic, but I didn't know you were that anemic.
Shit, you're deep in the anemic. You're deep on the anemic scale.
It's like the Richter scale, but worse. Bruises.
Oh, what's the Richter scale? Earthquakes. Oh, yeah, earthquakes. Yeah.
We live in California. You
No,
don't know this.
I remember. I just had to. I had to get reminded. Just like some things you remember, you don't remember.
I remember things from when I was like 3 years old.
Like what?
There was this one time my mom made macaroni and cheese when I was like 4. I'm so not shitting you.
Mac and cheese.
My older sister was 16 years old at the time. She comes in and we hear sirens outside the house. She runs in the house, locks the door, all the deadbolts and shit, because we lived in the ghetto. So she locks all the deadbolts and shit, runs in her room and grabs her baseball bat. And I'm like, I'm 4. I don't know what's going on. My mom runs in there. I remember this so clearly for some reason. My mom runs in there. The cops are going pow, pow, pow on the door. And my dad and my mom, my dad is not the father of my older sister.
Mm-hmm.
So he's her stepdad. So they ask him like, oh, where's your daughter? And he goes, that ain't my kid. And my mom goes, Alexandra. And she doesn't come. So my mom goes, bah, kicks down her fucking door.
To her room.
Grabs her by her arm and takes her to the police and just gives her off. I don't know what she went for.
See you later, Alexandra.
I don't know what she went for, but she came back the next day. Spent the night in jail, probably.
When did you have mac and cheese?
I ate my mac and cheese. I was just chilling. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
There's some dude running around down the street behind me. And I guess they jumped in our backyard. We didn't even know we were in the house. We locked everything up. But some dude, I think he stole like a purse by
That's so petty.
store.
If you're gonna steal something good.
Who even knows if there was anything even good in it?
Borrowed it.
He borrowed it. Yeah,
He had to give it
he
back.
just borrowed it without asking. It was a surprise kidnap.
He had to give it back, right?
Huh?
He had to give it back, right? Because he was caught, I guess.
Yeah. No, he did. Where did he get? I think he got caught like across the street that way.
I like your nose piercing. I've been meaning to say that. It looks cool.
Thank you. I got it with Joey.
Love Joey. Shout out to Joey.
I think she got a septum that day. Where did she get a nose piercing? I don't remember.
I want a septum so bad, but I feel like it would look like a bull. Because my nose is weird.
So therefore, no. I think it'd be fine.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because
Both my sisters have it.
Really?
I would just forget that it's there.
My cousin got one when she was like 14 without telling anybody. The person who did it
Did
was
she do
like,
it herself?
no, it was her. It was her friend's older sibling who had gotten their piercing license, like, and did everything the right way. Thank God. So she got a fucking septum piercing, and it was like really nice too. It was cute, cause she has like a cute little button nose, so it looked really cute on her. Every time she went home, she had to flip it up so nobody saw it. I was like, damn, bitch, you're crazy, because my dad would have beat the living fuck out of me if I came home with a septum piercing at 14.
Oh yeah. I think I don't know if Joey still does that, because I remember she had to do it for months. I don't know if she still does it till this day. That was in February.
I came home with a tattoo from my mom, and she slapped it the day I got it. The day I got it.
I mean, you weren't trying to hide it. You'd be
No,
like, hey, look what I got. And
it was a month after my 19th birthday. I was not like,
oh, Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa. It died.
Jealous of people who have healthy relationships.
With their parents? Yeah.
Well, you're trying to, I think that's why you're so in love now, you're just trying to
Replace the love that I wasn't given.
Well,
that's what
yeah.
they think. That's what they think.
That's what you're trying to do? That's what they think you're doing.
Yeah, they think I'm like trying to replace like the fact that I don't have my dad like in my life anymore.
Yeah.
Like, he's still alive, but like I don't talk to him anymore.
He's just no longer with us.
Yeah, I wish he was dead sometimes.
Oh.
So I would forget about him.
I don't think
I think that makes it worse.
I think
huh?
that makes
Does
it,
that
I
make
think
it
that
worse?
I think it makes it more known,
because he's dead. You think so?
because then they get
It would hurt less.
it would hurt less. What do you mean?
I feel like it would hurt less because it's like, oh, he's dead, so he can't talk to me anymore, instead of he's alive and choosing not to talk to me.
It depends. What hurts more, him actually talking to you, or the or like just memories of it? Because if it's memories, then you're definitely gonna remember him more if he dies. That's what I think. I mean, look at the famous people that die, and then like it goes,
R.I.P.
it spreads through who?
R.I.P. Kobe. Miss you every day.
There you go, Kobe. There you go. And now they're remembered even more than they were before.
True. I don't know. It just sucks. He like full blown kicked me out because I'm with my boyfriend right now. He doesn't
like him?
No, he's never liked him. He's never liked him because we quote unquote did it the wrong way. By lying, sneaking around. I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Bring him to the door and be like, hey, here's my boyfriend. Like,
arranged
no.
marriage.
Like, no, you beat the fuck out of me. Why would I do that? So he found out through his 29-year-old girlfriend snooping through my mom's Facebook.
It took some digging.
But he found out randomly one day and was just randomly started being really rude to me. Like, out of nowhere. Like, we were good. Like, he would text me, like, miss you, like, every day. Or, like, thinking about you, like, because we had a good relationship. Well, sort of. I don't know, I wouldn't really call that a good relationship. But
it was there.
It was there. He was my dad. But he found out and he stopped texting me. He stopped wanting me to go over there. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? So I was like, hey, is everything good? He was like, yeah, we're just going to talk when you get home. And I was like, oh no, he found out. This is it. It's done. So I came home. Him and his bitch ass girlfriend told me to come upstairs, and I came upstairs. He closed the door and he was like, so I know that you're still with Daniel. And I was like, my like heart fell out of my ass, bro. Dead ass. He was like, I know you're still with Daniel. And I was like, yeah, I am. And he was like, I told you what was going to happen if you were still with him. I was like, what? No, you didn't. He was like, I want you to go pack up your room and I want you to leave. And I was like, all right, I guess. Because I couldn't say anything. I was just in shock. So he was like, I already called your mom and we already talked about it and stuff. And I was like, so you're kicking me out? And he was like, yeah. And I was just crying.
Crying when you left the door.
Crying when I walked out. I like packed everything that I could into my car, the one that's outside right now. I like packed everything into my car, and I was like, wow, I don't live at my dad's house anymore. And it was really, really sad. I was sad for a while. I was still sad, but like I was like shattered.
No, it's still raw, yeah.
So I didn't even call my mom first. I didn't call anybody. I fucking stopped somewhere and I was like, Daniel. I told him, and he cried with me. He was like, I'm so sorry. Like, he obviously like doesn't really care if this is what's getting in between you guys and this and this. And ever since then, I haven't had a normal conversation with my dad, and that was in February of 2020.
Do you cry a lot?
Yeah, I go to therapy. I was on antidepressants, and I'm like, fuck antidepressants, dude. They're awful. They're shitty. They don't make you feel better. They numb you. At least in my opinion. And you also don't have a sex drive. You don't have any desire to do anything still. It's just awful. Antidepressants suck. 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10 wouldn't take.
And then combined with my birth control, dude.
You're just a zombie.
Maxed out wanting to kill myself, but can't do anything about it because I'm so numb.
Just, like unmotivated?
Unmotivated, unfeeling. Like, it doesn't take away the sad feelings like they advertise. It's like, oh yeah, take this Lexapro and you're gonna feel better. Nah, pop the Lexapro. Every time you get sad, your whole body's gonna shut down and be numb for a little bit until you're not sad anymore. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Therapy helps, though. I love therapy. I will recommend therapy to everybody. 10 out of 10, but you gotta find the right therapist. My therapist is this old, amazing white man named Joel, and he has literally saved my life. Shout out to you, Joel, if you're watching.
Yeah, I think it's a lot easier to try to find a therapist rather than trying to find a medication that works for you.
Because everybody's...
I think it's more of a gamble.
It is. It also takes the right dosage and the right combination of medication to get it right. And I don't have the patience to try that out.
But it's probably a lot more expensive to keep trying therapists. But it's more worth it.
I do have healthcare with UPS.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's free for me. But my antidepressants are not. And I don't have fucking money for that. My antidepressants were $15, $16 a bottle. With health insurance. The American healthcare system is a joke.
Hey, we gotta destroy it.
In this essay, I will.
I'll explain how to restructure.
America's a joke.
Hey, I don't even care about the potholes. Just.
I really don't give a fuck about the potholes,
throw a couple
bro.
bones to the healthcare system.
Yo, or the education, bro, please.
People need therapy.
I really don't give a fuck about the bridges or the freeways or anything like that.
I don't even.
You guys are just blocking my way to work. You guys are just blocking my way to everything and making my life so much more difficult.
Look, that's just traffic.
No, the construction traffic is what I'm talking about. Them shutting down the goddamn freeway to do infrastructure. Like, no.
Yeah, you want to fall through the bridge.
I'd rather fall through the bridge and get the good health care.
Hey, dude.
Priorities.
I
got you, bro.
That's smart.
I'd rather fall through the fucking bridge and not have to pay for fucking healthcare. We're the most developed nation in the world. We're the quote-unquote best nation in the world, right? Like,
yeah.
And we're one of the most developed nations in the world, but we're the only, like, top nation in the world, supposedly, that doesn't have free healthcare.
Free penicillin? Come on, something.
Free birth control. Y'all want to control the population or not? You guys aren't going to do you guys are just doing abstinence only shit. Fucking make birth control affordable, dude.
It's based off your will. Your willpower.
And that whole... I could talk about abortion and women's rights and shit like that for hours. Don't get me started on it. I literally went to the
start winding you up.
I literally went to the women's march and we'll just stop it right there.
What about someone like me? Should I go to therapy?
I mean, if you've had significant, if you feel, it depends, because my friend James, he's never had a traumatic experience in his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest sad thing that he ever went through was a girl rejecting him in high school. He has a good relationship with his parents. He has had only one partner in his entire life, and he's married to her, and they have a healthy relationship. They just had a baby. I'm like, where's the drama? Where's the trauma in your life?
That's what everybody looks for.
He doesn't have a dysfunctional family. Everybody's all good in his family. Nobody does drugs. Nobody's an alcoholic. Nobody beats their wife or anything. It's just his life is so good.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need therapy. Me, however, I desperately need therapy. But it depends on what you've gone through in your life. It all started when my parents got divorced. So that's when it starts.
Yeah.
It all starts from childhood. If you had a bad childhood, I had an okay childhood, but it wasn't groundbreakingly awesome. You know what I mean? I had two parents, then they got divorced, and then I had bad stuff happen to me. So I'm not gonna talk about that.
No, you don't have to. I'm not your therapist.
I know you're not. I overshare too much too. That's a problem that I have.
That you talk about with your therapist.
Mm-hmm. I told him
meeting new people.
I was I feel like I trauma dump on people as soon as I meet them, and he was like, yeah, it's the trauma, and I was like, is it me? Am I the trauma?
Yeah, I mentioned it a little bit before, but that's what people like. They want a story. They want the whole deal. So especially when you have a story, you're just eager to tell it because you want other people to share as well.
Mm-hmm. And I'll meet people that are just really good listeners.
Yeah.
And they'll just listen to me talk for hours. Daniel's aunt, she's not even really an aunt. She's more like a sister. She's 27. She will listen to me talk about everything. She has a degree in psychology. Oh. So she's a free therapist. She knows what
she's doing.
She's a free therapist, but I try not to do that because she's not getting paid for it. I mean, we smoke her out, but that's not that's not paying her like I should, you know?
Yeah.
But as when I met this therapist, I told him a lot of the shit that I went through, not all of it because there's a lot. But the big main points, how my dad sucks, and then SA, and then all that other stuff. And he was okay, well, I was gonna transfer you to another therapist, but I feel like you'd be better off with me. And I was okay. I felt like a lost puppy going into this because I've never had a therapist before. I mean, I had one, but she was this she's a marriage therapist. Her main thing was couples counseling, and she was somebody that my parents knew, and they forced me into it when I was 15. It was awful. She was giving me a parent sort of view. She wasn't trying to help me. She's trying to help my parents. She was a piece of shit. She was a bitch. If I ever see you, it's on site.
Let me tell you how your parents would think of you.
I'm I know my mama thinks I'm a hoe already. Why do you have to tell me?
With one guy for 4 or 5 years.
You remember freshman year. Come on now.
Hoeing?
Huh?
Were you hoeing?
I was hoeing.
Oh.
You remember Bobby?
Oh, yeah.
And then me and Skyla were sitting at the same table. Love you, Skyla. No bad beef, girl.
This is a lifetime away.
It was 4 years ago. 5 now. Good God.
You're waiting to get married. Would you have kids?
With him? My boyfriend now?
Yeah.
Most definitely. I would do anything with him. I talk about our kids
They're
I'm
already there.
I already see them. I already feel them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want little boys. I want an army of little boys.
An army of little boys.
I do, because they're so I've only grew up around shitty boys my entire life. And even my nephew, piece of shit. Dead ass. I'm not lying to you. He'll
Fuck them kids.
fuck them kids. Yeetus the fetus. But deletus the fetus, if you will. But so anyways, so if I have a little boy, he's gonna be so respectful, and like, I don't believe in hitting kids at all. Gentle parenting is where it's at, but not like, oh baby, let me help you do this, let me help you do that. No, you're gonna do it yourself, but I'm not gonna yell at you and I'm not gonna hit you, and I'm not gonna make you feel
just talk to
stupid.
them like they're already an adult.
Yeah, that's how you get them to talk.
Yeah.
I thought it was silly at first, that whole like, oh, talk to your baby like they're a person, not a baby, because I was like, but they're babies, they don't understand anything. No, incorrect. Babies understand everything. They just don't know how to make it come out for themselves yet.
It's like dogs. It's all tone.
Like
Sound like they're having a jolly old time down there.
right? Wow. So I call her my little sister, but she's Daniel's little sister. So she's 5. She talks like a full-blown adult person. She comes up to me, she's like, hi Kayla. I'm like, hi, how are you? And she's like, I'm doing good, how are you? And she's like,
It's always so cool to hear.
I'm like, I'm good. And she's like, I have a question. And I was like, what? And she's like, what's your favorite color? Because that says a lot about you. I was like,
hey, yo, chill.
I was like, girl, what the fuck?
You're not my therapist.
You're not my therapist.
Yeah, but even then, like, you talk to them and they'll be like, yeah, okay, like they just totally understand you.
Yeah.
Like one of the worst things to do is to lie to your kids.
I don't ever want to lie to my babies if I have some, because honestly, I want to have babies, but then at the same time, I'm like cleaning up poopy diapers, and like teaching them how to talk, and like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of responsibility. And it is. It's like a human life. It's a whole person that you're raising. So it scares me, and it scares my boyfriend. He wants 1 kid maximum. And I'm like, all right, cool with me. Like, you just got to tell your mom that she's only getting 1 grandkid for a while. Because she wants like an army of grandkids. She's weird.
She wants a whole, excuse me, like a they make up like a sports team.
Yeah, she wants to get a minivan and carry around all her grandkids in it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that's cool and all, but you want me to push those kids at me? Because his older brother is gay and doesn't want kids.
Yeah.
And his little sister.
Why are you putting the burden on you then?
I'm the only one. I'm the
only one to carry the torch.
She has 3 kids. His mom has 3 kids. Her oldest one is gay and doesn't want kids. Her middle one is my boyfriend, is in a serious relationship, wants to have kids, but not very many. And then her daughter is 5. She doesn't she don't know what kind of baby she's going to have.
Just drill it into her. You're going to have kids.
Like, when I was younger, I was like, oh, I want like 4 kids. I want like 3 kids. And then I've watched a video about childbirth. No. You know how fucking far I have to dilate for that shit? And then it just expect me to be normal after that? No! Like, oh my god. Having kids is so scary. Because so many things can go wrong, and then your baby can be born with a genetic mutation or a disorder, and like, oh my gosh, that scares me.
So you're cool with just 1?
I'm cool with 1.
No kid.
1 kid, because I want to have a baby. I do. I want to have the experience of being pregnant and stuff. And then raising a baby. That's beautiful to me. But like, I don't want to do it more than once.
Yeah.
And I'm also scared. I'm also scared that if I have more than 1 kid is going to feel less loved than the other. And because I'm stupid.
That's traumatic.
It comes from being a middle child.
That's a middle child thing.
It's middle child syndrome. You feel like you were not loved as much as your siblings. And I still feel that to this fucking day. My mom doesn't really like me that much. But okay. That's another trauma dump that we're not going to get into.
Okay.
So like middle child syndrome is so very real and intense. Are you the youngest? fuck you, first of all.
No, thanks.
You're a bitch.
Okay.
Whichever sibling of yours is the middle sibling.
You know,
What?
the middle child used to stay in this room.
Did they move out?
Hmm.
Oh, good for them.
I think that was the one that's actually, she's here right now. I think so. She was laughing.
Good for them. Love them. But like I always felt like both of my parents, my grandparents, everybody, I felt like they loved my siblings more than me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want my kids to ever feel like that. Feel me?
Yeah.
And then
There's a lot of stigma
then
around
when
like
you
the
have-
one child though.
and then when you have multiple kids, your parenting style just goes down the shitter by the time you get to the youngest kid. If we're being honest.
First
like-
one is a test run.
It was me and my little sister for my dad. My dad hit the fuck out of me. My dad was so hard on me. He pressured me about grades, pressured me about sports, pressured me about everything.
Mm-hmm.
My little sister got caught with weed at school. Little sister got caught in a fight at school with nicotine pens at school. You think he laid a hand on her? No.
Dude, what is that? It's the privilege.
He's like-
youngest child privilege.
He's like, I don't believe in hitting anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
That's not me. I'm a changed man.
Motherfucker, what? You literally instilled all this fucking trauma in me. And then just decide not to do it no more? He was like,
but I mean,
I don't want my sibling to go through that.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want my sister to feel that, but I shouldn't have gone through it. That's why I'm pissed off.
It's the double standards, bro.
Don't start.
I mean, a lot of things. Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I don't want to have more than one kid. And if I have more than one kid, it's going to be a bunch of them. And I'm not going to care about all of them individually. Like, I'll go to each thing individually because I know my kids are going to be involved in shit. I was an athlete.
Yeah.
I was an athlete. My boyfriend was a theater kid.
So it'd be cool to have like twins, right? But not when they're doing the same thing.
No.
Like they gotta be two different people.
That's why twins run in my family, so don't put that bad juju on me.
Me too. My kids could be twins.
Fuck that, bro. 2 babies at once? Not just one baby, one shitty diaper, one baby crying, one feeding. No, 2 at once? And then one baby cries.
They're not coming out at the same exact time.
No, I know that.
Taking turns.
No, but the babies are they're the same age at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, if you have 2 kids,
You can't like do a little test run parenting on the
No,
first one and
you
and then
gotta
get
do
it
it the
right on the
same for
next
both
one.
of them. You gotta do it the same for both of them, and it's gotta be equal. Because if it's not, then it's a problem. Big old problem. Let me check that.
Damn it!
I think it just did it again.
It probably did.
God, I'm so sorry. How many kids do you want?
It's not even recording.
You over it?
I'm not over. I'm okay. I'm not over this. I'm over that.
I know. I feel you. I get the frustration. When is your birthday?
Valentine's Day.
Oh. What sign is that?
Aquarius.
Oh. I'm a Sagittarius. We're the elites.
What?
My friend is a Capricorn, and I want to punch him in the throat daily. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time.
Not me too. Fuck video.
Fuck video.
We've been
really did?
recording this entire time. I don't know.
I just been talking, bro. I just talk.
Have you ever found your doppelganger?
Oh my god, there was a girl in elementary school. Her name was Melissa. She looked fucking just like me, dude. Freckles in the same spots. Brown eye. No, that was the only difference. Is she had blue eyes and I had brown eyes. Same brown straight hair, same height, everything, dude.
That's still a
I
doppelganger.
wonder how she's doing. I like moved school, so I have no idea how she's doing.
Hey, twin.
Melissa,
How's it going out there?
where you at?
We know you exist.
I've moved schools 3 times. Have you ever moved schools, or were you in the same district your entire life?
No, I've been.
What the fuck is that like, dude?
I know.
Dude, I went to school in like Fontana-ish area.
Mm-hmm.
They called it Bloomington. It's not Bloomington, it's Fontana.
Bloomington is a city right next to it. Next to Fontana.
Pretty much. Like you take a walk 2 streets over, it's Fontana. So I went to Bloomington Christian School.
Mm-hmm.
Very snooty but ghetto ass Christian school. There was like literally a shooting right outside our school. It was pretty intense. But it was like a gang shooting. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to try and hurt these kids shooting. NRA. At NRA. Fucking watching you, bitch. But there was literally like a gang drive-by shooting right outside of our elementary school.
Pick a different location. Come on. Not for the kids.
Not for the kids, but
Kids
they
don't want
did it
that.
anyways. And then I moved to Rancho. Technically Altaloma, but it's Rancho. I moved to like outlier cities. Like Chino is an outlier of fucking Ontario. Like
Yeah, you look on a map. Ontario first.
yeah, so this is Altaloma, but it's Rancho. It's
Mhm.
very condensed, rich, snooty white kid school. But I was considered a poor white kid. But I had like everything that I needed and everything was good. I was considered poor because I didn't have a designer backpack, or I didn't have like nice like name brand clothes. Like all the bitches were shopping at Justice. I was shopping at DD's. Ross, bitch. Still shop at Ross and DD's.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids, exactly.
They got sit on a pine cone.
Right? But anyways, so I went to that school and went there up until middle school. Realized I was bi. Got threatened to be murdered because I was bisexual. I was one of the only out kids in the school, and like they called me.
It wasn't cool. It wasn't cool to be out then.
At that time, yeah. And then they like called me like the F slur and like.
That's true. That's been a thing in our lifetime. We gotta
And
witness.
then like they called me like a dyke and a carpet muncher for some reason. I don't know. I was like, carpet muncher? What the fuck
funny.
does
That
that
sounds funny.
mean? I was like, carpet muncher. And then I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, what does carpet muncher mean? He's like, are you a lesbian? I was like, no, Bessie. I fucking like dudes. Like, anyways.
We just dabble on the spectrum sometimes. You know the deal.
Like, I'm with a guy. I ended up with a guy.
Mm.
But, doesn't make me any less bi. So, went to that middle school, transferred to Woodcrest, and I've been there. Graduated from Chino High School.
Yeah. I was talking to one of my friends recently. They were telling me about how they moved a lot. And I was like, wow, I feel like I missed out on like a lot of experience because I haven't moved a lot.
Not really. It's like acclimating to a new school is really hard.
But it's a skill.
It is. When I moved from the rich white kid school to Woodcrest, I was like, wow, okay, so everybody is like the same here. Everybody is like, everybody has a way that they talk and a way that they feel about things. And then that whole idea was blown up because I met the emo kids and the goth kids and the nerds and the people who watched Vines religiously.
Were they cool? I thought they were cool.
I was never considered like one of the cool kids. I was in the honors classes, so I was like, I hung out with.
You were an honorary goth member though.
I was.
Scene kid.
I wore black, had my bangs cut like this in middle school.
My Chemical Romance.
Panic at the Disco, Pierce the Veil,
Hell yeah.
Blink 182,
Mm-hmm.
all that good shit. Missed that time, but I was also like
Wattpad. Well, I think Wattpad is definitely.
I was also like
bringing it back to Wattpad, but Wattpad I think is the staple for
that time.
For that time and those kids.
And also YouTubers from that time, like 2013, 2014.
Well, that's
like,
where the fanfic comes from.
Like Tyler Oakley. You remember Tyler Oakley, right?
Yeah.
Tyler Oakley, Shane Dawson when he wasn't a piece of shit. I mean, he's always been a piece of shit, but we didn't realize it till right now. Joey Graceffa.
Yeah.
I literally fell in love with my boyfriend's looks because he looks like Joey Graceffa.
He has his teeth.
His teeth. I don't care what you say. I don't care. I'll own it.
No, I think that is so cool.
To love every part about a person.
Yeah, that. But just be like, I'm in love with their teeth.
His
Because
teeth
people would
are-
be like,
that's
those
cool.
calves. I'm a
Yeah.
real calf guy.
Love that.
Like, there's people that would just, I don't know.
Is there something that like attracts you to a specific person or no?
No, I was just giving it a funny example.
Okay. I was just asking.
Yeah.
Like, for him, it was his smile, and
Mhm.
it was his eyes. So
Yeah. Well, the eyes are.
I got very lucky.
That's a big thing.
I got very, very lucky. But anyways, what was I talking about? Wattpad. So
Wattpad
that,
was a
like-
staple of those kids.
that like whole era, it like kind of got me to like realize who I was as a person, sort of, before I got to high school.
Yeah.
I'm burping way too much to be in a microphone right now. And then like I met all these kids. I don't know if you know him, Jonathan Rico.
Mhm.
I love him so much. He's been my best friend. He's been like one of my closest friends since like 8th grade. Like I have nothing bad to say about him. He's one of the few people that I know from high school that I genuinely miss. Like I miss you. I missed you, and I miss Alana. I miss
Yeah, I miss
Jonathan.
Alana too.
She's doing great, dude. Have you seen her lately? She's
No.
stunning.
Oh.
Stunning.
She glued up.
She's always been gorgeous, but stunning. Her and her boyfriend are thriving right now. Love that for them. You, Jonathan, Alana, Mr. Filarski. And like
Mr. Bellow's can come back.
I miss you so much. And it's like ASMR, like no, those
After-
microphones are a lot more sensitive, huh?
No, they turn the gain up all the way. That's why they only record at like midnight.
When nobody's awake.
Yeah, if I turn the gain up, it's really sensitive. Like therefore, I can't have the fan on. I can't have the AC on. Even now, like the gain is not turned up a lot,
That's intense.
but I have gotten a lot of.
This won't be put out for like a long time, huh?
Next week Saturday.
Next week Saturday.
Mhm.
Sick. I'll listen to it.
Wait, should we pick it back up? We're back. So what's your Starbucks order?
My Starbucks order?
What'd you get?
I got
Would you it
A
looks like
venti?
I mean it kind of melted, so it looks like cough
It's a-
medicine now,
it's
liquidy.
a venti iced passion tea
Okay,
with no water,
no water.
substitute peach juice,
Oh, okay,
sweetened.
and there was a shortage of peach juice.
And so I asked Joey, I was like, hey, when is the peach juice coming back? She's like, I have no idea. But when I find out, I'll let you know. And I was like, all right. Never texted me back. Found out on my own.
Mm.
Still love you, Joey. It's okay. If she's listening. Probably not.
I don't know. I was thinking about that. Who's actually listening? Who just leaves it on? Well, thank you.
I do it when I'm
You
cleaning.
told me.
I do it when I'm cleaning.
I mean, I don't like listening to, like, I'll listen to it if I'm like doing some sort of work.
Oh! Crack the
You have
fuck out of my
you have
hand.
arthritis in your hand?
I think I might.
Carpal tunnel? I think I have a carpal tunnel. Holding
Oh,
this
did I
mouse
show
all
you
the
my
time?
promise ring?
No,
my
wait.
promise
Oh, yeah.
ring?
Wait. So this was how recent?
January of this year.
January.
So it says his name right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then this green one is his birthstone. And then it says my name right here, and this blue one is my birthstone. And then on the inside it says I love you. Yeah, he's gay, I'm telling you.
So you think you'll so expect to get married in January?
Not for like 2 years.
Well, no. I mean just like
Probably in January,
like,
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Our anniversary's in March.
Oh.
I was
okay.
like, I kind of want to keep it March, if we're being honest, because I'm stupid and don't remember things. All of our passwords. This sounds kind of bad, revealing out loud.
Wait. I don't think you should say it. Say it and then I'll bleep it out. Wait, I don't want to do the work.
If anyone's gonna rob me, I mean, I don't have much.
Come for it. That's why like who's really listening? Who's gonna really remember the password?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he said it's been 3 hours. What are you doing?
Dude, we've been chopping it up. Dude, it's wait, no way. It's been 3 hours.
No, it's been like 2.5.
Longest one we've done? I don't know.
Because
we still have to cut some stuff out, but
please leave in the
I'm
part
excited.
about John Cena. That's the only good part.
The only good part.
I mean, all of it's been good because conversation, but cut out whatever you think is necessary.
Oh, thank you. The hand of God.
Like the part about John Cena thing. Please cut that out.
Yeah. Okay. I forget the creative freedom sometimes.
I know you really can't control what I said here today.
Well, it's not.
You could put it into context. You could put it into a different context.
No,
like
here's if I can't make you say something that you haven't already said. Like, it has to flow with the conversation. I'm not gonna cut something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut it, make you say something stupid. Like, you're gonna hear the cut and you're gonna be like, wait, there was something said before that. Like, people aren't dumb.
Yeah, I know. I am, but you know.
Have you taken an IQ test?
No, because I'm scared of what it's gonna tell me.
It's not gonna say dumb.
It is gonna say stupid with 2 O's. Stupid. Oh my gosh. All right, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's stressing me out.
Oh. He's feeling the bad juju.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. He's so telepathic.
Well, people listening, watching, they're just watching a black screen.
Oh, cool. Sick. Whoever's listening on the Chuy Torres podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, thank you. But would you like to plug anything?
I guess. No, I don't really have anything interesting. Follow the Revcoms and Colored Minds Incorporated.
Oh. All right.
Those are the organizations that I try and work closely with.